I'm kind of freaking out. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of freaking out. 3, 2, 1. Hi. We're reporting live from my bedroom, where I'm about to participate in my first interview for a PhD. Stay tuned to see how it goes. I don't know why I felt the need to do that. It's this interview or this PhD is about AI and journalism. I'm not AI, but this is journalism, and that's very newscasty. I hope you can see the entire fit. We're giving professional. You can only see me from the head up. Ready for this Zoom portion. Got the light ring and everything going on. Pray for me. Spirit lead the way. I want to be in the room. They can't hear me or can't see me. I want to be in the room where it happens, the room where it happens. This makeup is like cute for Zoom, but kind of tragic for any other purpose. I feel like my desk looks so messy. Everything looks so chaotic. I don't know why I'm being so critical of myself. Now is not the time. Now is not the time. Yeah. So my name is Amarachi. Like I said, I'm based in Texas, and right now I work as a newspapers in the US. They have a lot of local newsrooms. What that kind of looks like on a day-to-day is working with editors and execs trying to figure out the strategy for our content. I'm kind of freaking out. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of freaking out because number one, my heart is beating. My heart is beating at the speed of light. Number one, I need to have this cocktail party because I feel like I'm about to move back to London. Oh my gosh. I don't know what's happening. I kind of feel like I'm going through a time loop. Because how are we here again? How are we here again? You know what a loop is? It's a circle. Give me a moment. I don't know what these are called. It's a program for a play that I saw in London. It's called A Strange Loop, and it's about this guy who, I don't even know what it's about. I watched it and I was so damn confused the entire time. So where am I going with this? Where am I going with this is that you ever find yourself back where you started? Like, I was just here. How am I back here? How am I back here? But it's not the same, but it is the same, but I'm not the same, but I am the same, but it's not. What's going on? What is going on? And granted, Amarachi, you genuinely submitted an application, wrote a 15-page proposal, and interviewed for this position, so it's not accidental, right? The universe didn't just throw you there. Everything has been a conscious decision. Why do I keep coming back? What unconsciously? What's going on? What's going on, Mama Jamma? This is serious. Whoo! Chow, 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 chow. I will say that I've said over and over and over again that I want to get a PhD, right? I talked about that. When I was younger, I always said, I'm going to get a PhD. I'm going to get a PhD. I'm going to get a PhD. And even in my interview, she was asking me why I want to get a PhD. I genuinely said, because I love to learn. And I think it'll allow me to do more research in the future. Some of y'all might have deeper answers. That's it. A girl genuinely loves to learn. Number two, can we get into the hair? Can we get into the hair for a second? Because one thing I like is that this looks, yeah, this is me. This is me. This is me. Anyway, I think I'm moving back to London. Crazy. This is crazy. Okay, so it's Saturday morning. I've done my morning routine, prayed, meditated, slowed down, gotten it together. I'm kind of in a bit of a pickle because I was hoping I would kind of film some content today. Like I Cleaned my room, got my like clothes set up more organized. You can't even see it. I keep moving, but it's not doing. I got my clothes set up more organized. And I wanted to film myself getting ready because I have a couple of errands I want to run. Number one, I need to renew my passport. And this isn't in connection with the, possible PhD in the UK. I renewed my passport 5 years ago and I'm actually like already almost out of pages. I need to go renew my passport even more urgently now because I just feel like there's a new chapter of my life happening. And even this weekend, I actually wanted to try and I wanted to go to Paris this weekend. And what is the thing that they have? My friend, I can't remember what it's called, but there was like this kind of like, there was a DJ playing that I wanted to see. And there was also this, is it called Art Duo? No, Art Deco. I don't know, but something in my spirit told me, no, you need to sit home and sit down and stay home. For one, I'm really in a period where I should be slowing down and saving money. But yeah, they're working on the house and they're basically gonna restain the wood. But in order to do that, they have to remove the current stain or kind of grain down the wood. And it's, putting a lot of dust and particles and honestly toxins in the air. So I don't think it's safe to be here and inhale all of this. And I have really sensitive lungs anyway. Or I'm just very sensitive to smell anyway. So yeah, let's take steps to get out of here. It's taken 10 years, but I think I've gotten to an angle that I'm satisfied with. Let's do our makeup. It's like around 1:30 p.m. right now. I think the UPS store closes around, I want to say 4. It's a Saturday, so it could be early. I have a glass and I feel like being a bit bougie. So I have some cranberry juice to go in my glass. But I'm gonna start off with some water because I kind of need to hydrate. And yeah, it's been a super long day. I don't know, I've been up since like 8 and it just feels like, I don't know, it just feels like, child. I've done so much, but yet gotten nothing done, Okay. I'm actually out of primer, which is not good, but it is what it is. This is gonna be super light, nothing crazy. What should we talk about? Maybe nothing. Maybe talk about nothing. Maybe just hear the breeze. Okay, talk. Okay, we have finally left the house. It's like approaching 3 o'clock. I woke up at 8 a.m. with the intention of leaving the house. It's one of those things where I'm like, did I get anything done? Have I done anything? But clearly I've done things. And then I also need to go and get this dress that I bought from TJ Maxx altered. This is actually the first time I've bought clothes with the intention of getting it altered, or I'm actually following through with it. I also have this really cute skirt that I got earlier this year when I was in Budapest, along with this top, but neither of them fit me, but I was like, oh, this is so cute. Anyway, that is what we are headed to do. But now that I think about it, I don't think people want to hear me talk about what I'm gonna do. They just want to see what I'm gonna do. Kind of the same thing with men. Like, I don't want to hear about it. I just want it to be done. Just kind of want it to be done. All right, let's go. Might as well show the final product. I really liked it when I saw it at the,
Where'd you get it?
I got it at TJ Maxx.
Oh, nice.
I was just kind of browsing through. I feel like, that's what I feel like.
Colors.
Yeah, I do really like the color.
It's pretty cute.
Yeah, it isn't really anything crazy. Yeah, right? That's a lot better. See, the dress can't be. So the skirt, kind of the same thing. I bought both of them like in a large. So,
A little bit here and then a little bit like
well, I kind of wanted it to be. I think I wanted it to be like fitted. I mean, it needs to be walkable, but.
We want to do the slit in the back.
Oh, that's a good question.
Because in order for me to, create a little bit more shape, that's going to happen.
Order in it, and so we've been.
Of the TV. Word of mouth.
Yeah.
Okay, so it kind of took like 10.5 years to get my passport photo taken because I wasn't satisfied with the picture I got taken. And I asked to get it retaken, and then I asked again. And honestly, I was really disappointed by the service I got at Walgreens. Like, as soon as I approached the guy, his energy just seemed just irritated. And then he took my picture, and I didn't really like my hair up, and so I asked if I could put it down. And then when I saw it down, I wasn't really crazy about it and asked if I could get it retaken. And he was just like, yeah, I'm not gonna keep taking your picture over and over again. Maybe CVS can help you, which honestly, it's I found rude and a little antithetical to what I would think businesses kind of want their employees doing, in the sense that this is a very easy money grab for Walgreens. And so you telling someone like, hey, how about you go over there, they can help you because I want my photo retaken, is just yeah, just kind of just bad customer service. Granted, at least he was straight up about where he was at. Maybe you shouldn't be the person taking photos. As someone who takes photos or used to take photos for people, I definitely get the desire to like want your perfect shot. And I think the reason why I was being more particular about this picture than in general is because it's a passport. It's gonna last 10 years. I'm spending about like $220 to get this passport renewed. So I would like to open it and like the picture that I see on the inside. That's just me, but I'm glad I got the picture taken today. I have my makeup done, I have my earrings, I have my hair. I noticed that they're maybe a bit more lenient than what I saw, like, or what I experienced in the UK. When I was in the UK and I got my visa renewed in person, I don't think I could have done jewelry. I know that my hair needed to be tied up and put in the back. So it's a little bit more lax here as far as the, I won't even say you can bring personality into it because you can't smile, which is standard for most passports. But yeah, I have my picture. Not crazy about how my hair looks, but I like how my smile looks. I think I will grow to be okay with it. Okay, so forgive the angle, you know, it is what it is. But I was just at my aunt's house. Finally got there last night, and I'm staying with them, but now I'm headed back to the house in order to go and open the door for the construction people. So we'll get that. This morning has been pretty decent so far. Like, I woke up and I made the video to post on Instagram, like a little pumpkin patch come with me kind of thing, and I posted that on TikTok as well. I find that in the mornings, if I just like wake up first thing in the morning and get to it, then like content just goes a lot easier throughout the day. Granted, I don't really like waking up and content being the first thing on my mind, so, and I don't want content to be the last thing on my mind either, so I need to kind of find just a sweet spot in the middle of the day where I actually sit down and edit and prepare for the next day, because then it just, I don't think the task seems as intimidating of like, oh, I need to post 3 videos, or I need to post this video, right? Like, it's already done. You just need to publish it and move on. The other thing that I'm noticing is that just the more I post, the less I care about analytics. Like, I think it's this desensitization process, essentially, where it's like, people are gonna like it, they're not gonna like it, some things are gonna work, some things aren't. It has nothing to do with me. I don't even really take it personal. If a reel gets 3 likes and I spend an hour on it, whatever. And I like that I have this relationship with the content I'm posting, in part because I'm not measuring myself and according to how many likes I get, or how many engagements, or how many views. It's like, okay, I know that my part in this puzzle is showing up, is putting out content and trying to be intentional about creating good stuff, and then the rest is up to the universe, the algorithm, and right, what's mine by divine right. Like, right, what's meant for me isn't gonna pass me. The video that's meant to blow up is gonna blow up. The video that's meant to, you know, get 2 viewers is meant to get 2 viewers, and it is what it is. And I remember there was like a TikTok I saw, and this girl, or this woman, she posted 3 times a day for like a year, and it was just giving like tips on what she had learned. And part of that, one of the things she learned, or things she took away, was the fact that you cannot control, you know, the engagement, the likes, what works, what doesn't. All you can do is just show up. Like, focus on the stuff you can control, and what I can control is posting and putting myself out there. So that's where we are with that. I guess maybe another thing that's like on my heart that I could be more open about is the fact that I lent a friend money, and they've kind of just ghosted me, to be honest. They've said over and over again that they plan to return it at this date, or plan to do this, and they just haven't showed up. And I think yesterday I kind of finally accepted the fact that, like, okay, this person isn't going to deliver. Who are you honking at? I hope it's not me. Check yourself at the door. Yeah, because that's crazy behavior. The light just turned green. You might need to, anyway. Ew. But anyway, lost my train of thought. Yeah, I just accepted yesterday, like, okay, this person isn't gonna show up. And the reason why I accepted it is because I'm essentially torturing myself by expecting your behavior to be anything different than what you've shown me, right? And really, I feel like how someone moves within, I always say, you can tell where this is headed in the first 3 dates when you're talking to a guy, and you can really tell where this is headed in the first 30 days. Granted, people put on a facade, they change, right? I don't think anything about my relationship with her had indicated the fact that, like, okay, I can expect to lend this person a sizable amount of money and them just disappear, right? Nothing about their behaviors in the past led to that. But at the same time, all of us have both the light and the dark within us, and I'm sure that they're going through something. Because I guess in my mind, and maybe this is me just being way too forgiving, but in my mind, like, as someone who is imperfect and has fallen short and disappointed people and everything else under the sun, at a certain point, I have to let go of this storyline that this person did this to me. This person did this to me. They did this to me. I can't believe they wronged me in this way. No. If anything, I'm experiencing the worst of you. If anything, I just happen to get caught up in your storm, because that isn't an evidence of you at your highest level, right? We don't do people dirty when we're doing well. We only start fucking up when shit is fucking up. Excuse my French, right? And granted, there are terrible people, right? I don't really like to use that term, but there are people who just intentionally do wrong and manipulate and lie. But if you're operating in that energy, it's because things are not going well for you. I promise. You cannot be a light. You cannot be right? Like light cannot be shining through you. And yet darkness is all you create. Those two things don't make sense. And I think even when I fall short or like I disappoint people, and maybe not disappoint people, but I think when I act in ways that don't fall in line with like being loving and caring and intentional and treating people well, I have to reflect like, okay, what am I going through right now that's, what am I going through right now? What am I believing right now? What's going through my mind right now that's making me act this way? So, you know what? At the end of the day, this person, I don't know what they're going through. Because if anything, that's the other thing I tell myself, I genuinely can't sit here and be stressed about it. I genuinely can't sit here and be stressed about it. And the reason why I can't be stressed about it is because I cannot tell the universe like, oh, I'm so stressed about this money that this is enough to shake me. Huh? Paper? Green paper that they be printing and makeup and is based essentially like, this physical form of bartering that we've created as a social agreement. This paper is what's supposed to, cause cortisol to start pumping through my veins, and I get upset and furrow my head at the top. No, I'm sorry. And not even money this small. No, right? Like I can't tell the universe that this is a big deal to me, that this is enough to shake me, that this is enough to get me going. Nope. Because I'm telling you right now, there's gonna come a point in my life. Ooh, baby, you're driving a little crazy. Y'all can't drive out here. Ooh. Anyway, sorry. But there's gonna come a point in my life where this is chump change, right? And that's what I tell myself in instances where I'm stressing about money. I'm like, Amarachi, we cannot be stressed about that which will be chump change tomorrow. It's gonna be chump change, right? Because that's just where life is headed. That it's only getting bigger, it's only getting better. I'm only getting wiser, sexier, healthier, stronger. And you want me to stress about money that I'm probably gonna make in an hour in the next 5 years? Money that's gonna come to me like that? You want me to? No, I can't sit in that energy. So I don't know. And for me, I'm not even that big on like holding on to grudges for like what people have done. Just acknowledge like, hey, I fell short and I'm sorry. Just take accountability. Like niggas can't take accountability. Oh, sickening. Very sickening, very disappointing. And I think yesterday when I was reflecting, I was trying to figure out like, okay, why am I upset about this? If it's not about the money, if the money doesn't matter and it comes and it goes and it is what it is, why are you upset? And I'm upset because I feel betrayed. I feel betrayed by someone that I trusted, and I was like, oh, I thought you were going to do better by me. All right. But I think in that, I now reflect and I think about, okay, who have I fallen? Like who in my life have I probably acted in ways that made them feel betrayed? And I think I'm not quoting it right, so I might have to add it in, but Confucius has this, in the Confucius Analects, or in the Analects by Confucius, whatever, one of his maxims or phrases is this idea that, what I see wrong in another, I correct within myself. It's not for me to sit here and judge the person. You're missing the plot. You're missing the plot if you just sit in the seat of judgment. Oh, how could you dirty dog, right? No, you're missing the plot. You're missing the plot. This isn't about judgment and what they did to me and, oh, I'm so upset. This is about, oh, okay. Now I understand the human experience a little bit more. Now I understand how this person feels. And me, as someone who be empathizing to a fault, oh, it's dangerous to understand more perspectives, to be honest. It's a little too much. I don't need to empathize with y'all anymore. But I'm like, who have I fallen short of? And how can I now go back and correct that and be better moving forward, right? So in anything, the betrayal is a gift. Because now I know, I can now recognize like, let me make sure I don't move like this in my life. Let me make sure I never do this. Because this, ugh.